Now, another scene I wanted to talk about is this day to night transition that happens in the woods. It's in the trailer. It's so clearly a scene that everybody thinks is really visually stunning and worthwhile. I loved it, watching it in context with the film. It's just really cool. It also seems like a logistical nightmare and kind of an incredible challenge to overcome. So can you talk to us about what that scene was, what the challenges were, and how you overcame them?
It was a little daunting to attack that. Whenever someone asks you to go day to night at night in the woods, you're like, interesting. But this concept started early on. Shavs would send me videos of moving lights, and he really loved the way it looked and felt. And so after seeing all these videos, we really tried to figure out how we can implement that into the story, in telling the story. Not just having random moving lights around. We wanted to try to incorporate it into the way we told the story.
Yeah.
And we came up with doing it at this part in the movie. It's also done in some other parts, but this is obviously the most effective and grandest in which we did it. And he goes, all right, how can we do this daytime transition to nighttime in the woods? I go,
And it's more than just a transition for those that haven't seen it. Like, you're going back and forth day to night.
Yeah.
And the actor is, you're not like cutting in between two moments. It's the same moment. So the action is happening at night and during the day, and you're cutting back and forth between them.
The toughest part of that was there's a shot where the camera's looking straight down. And there's a sequence where they're walking through the woods, and then we're kind of shot, we're on their faces, and we're wider, showing the environment. And then we cut to a shot looking straight down as Vera walks up, and then the camera starts to move down, boom down, and the light around her is transitioning. Mm. The sun is moving, the ambient is getting less and less and less, and all of a sudden, as we land down on her face, it's nighttime around her. Mm. And that was a pretty fun transition to try to make happen. I had two techno cranes. One, I had a 50-foot techno crane on 100 feet of track, which I put a light on. And it's always fun to ask for a 50-foot techno crane to put a light on. Production's like, wait, what are you going to do?
It's a really expensive light, Michael.
Exactly. So I'm like, so just on that, I was like, oh, this better work. And so we put a big 20K up there and had somebody operating the arm and pushing the base. So it was sweeping through the woods and booming down as though the sun was setting throughout the day. And then in the background, I had lights coming up and a dark ambient light ambient going down, and then transitioning to dark ambient, and then, dark, moonlight key hitting her. So all those lights, I think it was around a 10-second fade from light to dark. Which made that happen. And it took a lot of time to prepare for that. And a lot of, Josh Davis, my gaffer, I think really shined right there. I think he brought his A game, and what we talked about, he delivered. So and very difficult and scary thing to try to accomplish.